So it's the end of November, and I have to get water. I got some water yesterday, but the cows are almost out, so I'm gonna get a couple tanks full of water this time and hope that can last more than a day. They did run out of water last night, not enough to really affect them. They went down to 85% health, or not last night, the night before, 85% health. Let's see, I was gonna get it from here. I think I wanted to be more that way, so there we go. Let me get this to my cow barn. It's definitely a, it's not a long trip, so that's good, especially because I'm going to be needing to make it often. I did also straighten out the front feeding area, so more of the feeding trigger is available. And well, that's a weird window, but as you can see, they have not produced much. Oh, I did take a bucket full out, but I was just making sure I could. And they have produced 11,500 slurries since they've been in here. But the manure is actually found in a pile in here. So I'm going to need to get manure forks because I don't want to use the bucket I use to make food to take manure out. So I'm going to get another tanker full of water. They should be able to take 2 tankerfuls in there. And that's why I go in the other way. Uh, the path works, but it would be easier to go down it than up it, especially going up with a full water tanker. Okay, let's get this filled up with water again. There we go. And I will be moving that stone crusher, well, right after this. Not stone crusher, stone collector. I'm gonna bring it to the debris crusher. Okay, now they have a lot of water. See how long that will last them. And, well, let me just go pull this over closer to where my Massey is. Which means I ran over my lawnmower. So it's dancing. That'll work for now. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and get my arms. And I want to take the bucket off because I'm going to want a manure fork. And let's go to here so I can tag that. I don't think it's too far from the store. Well, there's not that much that is too far from the store. Let's see if I can take it through here. There's not a lot in here, but might as well get the little bit of money I can. Well, not a lot. It's still pretty heavy for this little Massey. I was just going off of the tag. Yep, there we go. So, a very awkward little area. But it works. So, it's 60 euros. Not a whole lot. The fact it's offset is awkward. And I didn't press that button enough times to get rid of all of the things. Oh, I was gonna go the other way, just to explore a little bit. I can almost understand being on the roads, but why turn into the lime station? Oh, and you can get to it right from the store area. Why is it on the mixing ratio? Okay, but I need to get something to deal with the manure. So let's see what's on sale. Quite a few vehicles. Okay, so I want front loader tools. Nope, not front loaders, front loader tools. So a manure fork, stylish cutter, a bucket that has more capacity, but that would be way heavy. I don't, I think I would have a problem even with the weight. These are just ones that will strap down if I need to put it on like a low loader or something. So I'm just gonna go with the manure fork. And I think I'm just okay with that. So let me go grab that. And then I can get this back to my farm. Trying not to hit people. I'm just gonna drop the stone picker off up here. I'll put it away in a little while. I just want to try out the manure forks and see how they work out. So the barn does not need to do this. You can, it does have the spot where you can just hit fill. Now I'm going to bring this over to my manure pit, which I am going to have to, so I'll probably do that next month. Well, is manure a December or January high price? This won't be exact because I haven't been through a year yet, but it looks like January should be the highest. January or February. I should be able to get to January. And there we go. I've mucked out the barn of the little bit that was in there. But I now have 62,000 manure here. I also have 56,000 slurry in this barn. But I won't have to worry about that until like April when I move my cows back into this barn. I have 12,000 slurry in this one out of 100,000 as well. So that should be okay. Hopefully that will get me through because I would definitely prefer to get a lagoon instead of selling. But the lagoons are like 65,000. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna bring the manure forks up near the winter barn. And maybe I'll put them right here. Depth perception was way off. But that's all I wanted to do. That was something I'm not doing all the time, like making cow food. So I will see you probably when I'm going to sell my manure.